Okay, so today I thought I'd video blog. I think it'll help if I just, again, say just whatever is on my mind. So right now I'm here outside in the balcony and it's really late. There's like nobody outside. It's super quiet. Earlier there was literally, I swear, like a whole symphony of cats just meowing, and it was so loud. It was like as loud as like like an alarm going off, except it was with cats. Anyways, today was actually a lot of fun. I just got things to start like a little business here, and I'm planning on selling some baked goods because usually what people do is they bring their, you know, carts, like food carts. They set up food carts and they sell food to like whoever passes by on the street. And so for some reason I really wanted to do that. So I just bought like a whole shit ton of things this place called Shopee. It's basically like a online. It's basically like Amazon except for the Philippines. So I just bought a whole bunch of stuff and it was super cheap. Of course, I didn't go all out. I didn't like splurge and just buy the most expensive thing. I'm keeping track of like how much I'm spending, and profits that I plan on making, and I'm just calculating everything. And besides, my dad is not really giving me that much, not as much of an allowance as back in the States. So, you gotta work with what you got. So I'm really excited about that. I told people here in the house and they were super excited too. So we'll see what happens. My next step is to go to the store and start buying the ingredients to make what I'm going to be making. So I'm really excited. So I've been trying to just do things to keep my mind off of this sickness stuff, and it seems to be working, at least for now. So let's see what else. I'm feeling pretty optimistic. There's nothing I can really complain about. We just got back actually from going out to eat at the same place that we went to eat last time, this Korean place. It was fun. I like hanging out with everyone, except I was kind of throwing a fit because I ate too much pork, and I usually don't eat pork. I just stick with chicken and that's it. I don't even like eat beef or anything like that. I don't eat dairy. I usually don't eat dairy at all, or cheese or red meat. So yeah, when you're here, there is a lot of that. So what can you do? You just gotta eat it sometimes. But I think I'm, gonna stay away from the pork for now. That's for sure. Because my stomach just can't handle it anymore. Like, especially when you go years and years without eating dairy or red meat. It's like it really upsets your stomach. And like, I'm not a party pooper. Like, if I'm somewhere and someone is baked something really good that has dairy in it, cheese or whatever, I'll be like, okay, sure, yeah, I'll eat it. And it usually ends up tasting really good. But for now, I think I'll just, cut those off because, yeah, it's upsetting my stomach. God, sometimes I imagine, what I sound like to people. Like, I think in my head, like, do I sound like spoiled, or do I sound stuck up, or like high maintenance, or what? Sometimes I imagine what I must seem to be like to other people. But I mean, I guess it depends what kind of people somebody is to see you as something, because everybody has a different, opinions about things. But yeah, there's gonna be more guests going over to the house, and we are planning on going to the beach. And I really hope that I can get tan. Like, I've been trying to get tan because I feel like my skin is just so white, especially when I'm in the States and being in Chicago. It's colder most of the time. It's cold. The seasons there are mostly cold. Well, the summers are really short in Chicago. So, I'm like white as a ghost, typically. So going here, I think I got like a little bit of a tan, which I really like, but I really want to be like even more tan. So I don't know. There's something about like darker skin that I just really like a dark, like olive kind of colored skin. I think there's something really pretty about it. I don't like being as white as a ghost. Yeah. There's like no stars in the sky. I can't see the moon. The only thing that's lighting up the streets are the street lights. And it's so quiet. I think it's because it's really late over here. I'm the one who's making noise out here, talking to myself on my phone. There's actually some people who I've met in my life who, for some reason, can't handle silence. Like, they can't like, they get so anxious whenever, whenever it gets too quiet. I never really understood people like that because, like, I feel like one of the best places to be is places where it's quiet. But then it kind of gets boring after a little bit, I guess, if it's too quiet all of the time. I'm actually super introverted. But there's times where I like to go out and, have fun with friends and go to places like that. So being here, hanging out with friends, we're mostly out. And it's fun, I guess it beats staying home 24/7, dealing with problems, never-ending problems. I guess being here is rewarding in many ways. Oh my gosh, I got sick the other day, and I was throwing up everywhere. I threw up like a bunch of times on the floor, and I threw up all over my luggage and my backpack, and so my backpack is literally hanging right here, just drying because it just got washed. I literally threw up all over my backpack. Yeah, that's what happens when you're sick. You throw up all over your backpack. So it's just there, drying. But I think I'm feeling a little bit better now. My stomach is not as upset, but I'm still having other issues. I hear the cats again. They're just meowing like sirens. It's like a whole, literally like a whole symphony of cats just meowing. I've never heard anything like that before. That's so funny. I think it's because there's so many stray animals here, especially stray cats. I don't know why they meow like that though. There's just literally like a whole group of cats meowing in harmony. Huh. At least I don't see no cockroaches climbing upside down on these power lines anymore. Oh my god. But I have seen a lot of them on the street, and they just appear out of nowhere, and they just kind of scare me sometimes. Oh, I found one. I was going to take a shower, and everyone was in the living room. And so I was going, I brought all my stuff. I was packing all my stuff to go to the shower. And as I walked in, the most biggest cockroach just walking like in circles in the goddamn shower. And I was screaming. I was mortified. And everybody was like, what? What happened? What happened? I'm sorry. I just can't. I just can't. So one of the girls got some bug spray and killed the cockroach. Man, the bugs here are huge. I think it's because of the weather, obviously, since it's so warm here. But something new that I've seen that I'm not used to are like these like little geckos, and they kind of look like that gecko from the Geico commercial. They look like those. And so you just see a lot of them just walking around, crawling around everywhere. I saw one on this porch actually before I walked in here, but I'm not really scared of those. I'm more scared of the bugs, like spiders and cockroaches and stuff like that. Anyways, it was so much fun today because the people in the house really love oldies music, and oh my god, I'm such a sucker for oldies music. Air Supply, ABBA, Chicago, Cat Stevens, all of those people, Eric Clapton, like, that era of music. I'm such a huge fan of, and I've never met anybody who likes that music, but, people here in the house love that music. And so whenever, back in the States, like, if I were to hang out with somebody and play that music in the car, people would be like, what the hell are you listening to? But no, that type of music turns on here in the car, and literally everybody will just jam to it, and it doesn't even have to be like upbeat or anything. People really like, the music, that kind of music over here, which really surprised me. So it's fun. It's fun when we go on car rides and Air Supply comes on and everybody knows the lyrics. And I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest one in our group in the house. And so, it's funny because, them being their age, I get a little bit surprised, like, oh, how do you know who ABBA is? Or, things like that. But before, a little while ago, I was listening to Bob Seger's We've Got Tonight. Oh my god, that, I swear, one of my favorite songs. And one of the girls here was playing Making Love Out of Nothing at All by Air Supply. What a good song. They don't make songs like that anymore, which is, there's just something about, that era of oldies music that really gets to your soul. I don't know, it speaks to me for some reason. But so does classical music and all of those, you know. I'm really hoping I can do this interview with my dad. I really want to interview him. I called him and I asked him, oh, so when can we do the interview? And he's like, oh, on the 16th or the 17th. And I'm thinking, well, that's a little bit too late. So he's thinking about doing the interview sooner. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I don't know if it's best just to do like a phone interview or like an in-person interview, like with like a mic, like kind of like in a podcast setting. I'm not sure. All I know is just I really want to interview my dad, but he's a little busy at the moment. I think he's visiting my brother in San Francisco, in San Fran, in the Bay Area. So I'm also really proud of my brother. He works in AI in over there in California, and he's also super smart. So as for my sister, she didn't get into tech. She's just working in the city as a party planner, event planner, which is good for her. I don't know why that popped into my mind for some reason, but probably my family's on vacation. That's something that my family does. They go on vacation and they don't really bother to invite me to go with them. But I guess I'm here, and I'd rather be here than in California, I guess, even though I really love to visit California. It's not a place that's on my top places to go to visit, but California is a place that I really want to visit. Except for Hollywood. I don't think I'd ever go there. Maybe the reason I really like San Francisco is because that's where like all the AI is, and I don't know, I'm just really interested in what's going on, with the details in AI. It's just something that interests me. I've been to New York, and I really want to go back there again, even though the city is a bit unkept in some areas. Chicago compared to New York is super clean. Like, if you were to go to Chicago, like, it looks ridiculously clean. It looks like somebody fucking just Windex that whole shit, that whole city. I swear, it's just too clean. But I feel like I like the people in New York better. Considering I'm a bit like outspoken and opinionated, and I guess people in New York can handle that more because they're just so blunt and honest. People in Chicago tend to keep to themselves. It's not really a friendly city. I don't think so. Usually people tend to stick with their own groups, and it's a little difficult to make friends in Chicago, since everyone just really keeps to themselves. But when I went to New York, I went there for this concert for this band called Epic High, because I was literally obsessed with them at the time. Like, all their music is so good. Like, their old stuff, like Love, Love, Love is really good. Yeah, it kind of sounds bad, but it's actually a good song. The beat is really good. Fan is another good one. The music video for that song is so good. All of their songs are just popping up in my head. But I went to New York for that concert, and I told my parents when I was at home, I was like, I swear I will hitchhike to this concert. I don't care how I get there. I'm going to go to this concert. So my parents are like, how the hell are you even gonna go there? You don't even have nothing to get there. No money, no nothing. And so I used my own money. I bought the tickets, VIP tickets, by the way. And so I had these tickets, but I didn't have a plane ride there, no transportation, nothing, no hotel, nothing. All I knew was that I was gonna get there. So the next morning, my dad, wakes me up and he goes, Cynthia, we're going to New York. And I remember that day. That was one of the most happiest days of my life, because, everybody was packing their things, and I couldn't believe that, that my family was gonna support me to go see, Epic High in New York. And it was like a spur of the moment kind of thing, So literally like a decision made, and like within the matter of hours. So we went there, and right when we got there, I only had maybe like an hour to dress up and get ready, because we got there like right in the nick of time. And traffic in New York is fucking terrible. And we didn't take the subway to get to the concert. We drove into the city, which took like, just to get in, it took like a good 3 hours. And we were passing the tollway to get literally into the heart of the city. And my dad let this one guy cut in front of us, and the whole entire area full of cars, traffic, start honking up a storm. People rolling down their windows, yelling, "What the fuck? It was so funny. And this guy, who my dad let him pass in front of him, changes his mind and goes back into the other lane. And it was just absolute madness. I swear. But I ended up going to the concert, and I got there on time, and I went into the VIP section, and I saw I saw two of the band members, walking around, and I wanted to say hi to them, but I was just so nervous because these people were like right in front of me, and they were just like my idols at the time. I was just super starstruck. I didn't even know what to say, and that was a fun experience for sure. I will never forget that concert. That was so bomb. So traveling is fun. Whenever I talk to somebody who hasn't traveled at all, who's stayed in one place, I get kind of sad for some reason. I feel like, oh, but it's something that everybody should do. So I am literally getting eaten alive out here by mosquitoes. What else? I'm not sure what else. I feel like today I'm a lot more optimistic than most days. But I guess it's because I'm literally doing everything in my power to just try and let go of things that I can't control. So there's some things that I miss. I'm starting to miss a couple things, being away from home, all of my cooking gadgets and tools, for instance, and my KitchenAid. My KitchenAid is literally like my baby. I use that thing. I use and abuse that KitchenAid. Because I'm baking so many things in in there. Before I left, the only thing that I was baking pretty much was bread, like sourdough bread and bread loaves. But I have this urge to bake, which is why I got all of these things from Shopee. To start baking, even though they're not as these high-end, tools like my ones back at home. But, sometimes you just gotta work with what you got. People in the house lock the door because I have a tendency to walk outside by myself, like in the middle of the night. So I tried going out one night and I had my bag and everything ready, and I try to open the door and it doesn't want to open. And I'm like, maybe it's just stuck. So I, pull on it harder. And I'm like, this door can't be stuck. This door can't be this stuck. So I looked down, and I kid you not, there was a lock, like a padlock on this door so that I can't go through. Do you know how frustrating that is? Like, I just want to go out and walk. So, for some reason, I was thinking about, jumping down this balcony. So maybe going on that roof. And then there's usually a car there, like a truck. Maybe go on there and then go on the floor. But I don't think that's a good idea, because I'm gonna get in so big trouble. I used to sneak out of my parents' house when I was a teenager, and what I do is I would go out through my window. So you know how windows have screens on them. So first you have to open the window, then you have to unlock all of these what are they called? Things. You have to unlock like all of these different things on the window. Take the goddamn window off. Then you have to press these little slider majiggers to get the screen off of the window. And so finally when I got the window and the screen off, I'd hop outside into like these bushes, and I'd have to put at least like the screen up so that no insects go inside the house and into my room. So I'd leave it like that, sneak out of the house, go out, and when I come back, I'd have to climb these goddamn bushes, get the screen out, climb back inside through the window into my room, and put everything back. And I remember it would take like 30 minutes to put that whole window back, because it was just like really heavy, and there was so many parts to this window that you had to lock back in again. those were my rebel years. But I had the urge to really walk around and hop off out of this balcony. But I'm not gonna do it because I know I'm gonna get in trouble. So I'm trying not to get in trouble. But sometimes when you're, when you're, sick enough and just, sick of being inside and waiting for things to happen, sometimes you just want to, jump, climb down your balcony and just walk around. But I guess that's it for today. I don't really have much else to say. Maybe I'll keep busy, journal, meditate, listen to music, do something to really be more